I tip my hat off to them because they do something that'd be very smart.
We had our veto ceremony tonight. I thought both of the nominees' speeches were interesting. Willie went with this like bus analogy and I get what he was trying to do. He was trying to say that there are people who drive the bus and people who ride the bus, and Mike, you are riding the Katie bus. So if you want to get in the driver's seat, then now's the time to make a move. He tried to get there. He kind of got it. He got close. I knew what he meant. And then Kirsten was much more direct with the exact same concept, essentially saying that all of us were um, complacent losers who weren't doing anything to win this game. And okay, so you have both of them expressing almost the same concept, which is funny because um, it's untrue. I've won a couple challenges. Patrick has won a couple challenges. Katie has won a couple challenges, and we're all doing actually as much as is necessary in order to win this thing. I decided to not use the veto and keep Willie and Kirsten on the block. And yes, part of the reason why I did that is is because it's what Katie wants me to do right now. Katie's my friend in the game, and she's my ally. And I have, I think what's best for her game right now is best for my game right now. But beyond that, there are plenty of other reasons why I decided not to use the veto tonight. One, not the least of which is that Kirsten herself is a pretty good, a pretty good sized threat in the challenge aspect in competition. And so, like right now, if we vote out Kirsten, then Patrick and I go into this next head of household challenge to go against Jason and Willie, who have not been challenged juggernauts. And I would much rather go against those two than Kirsten and Jason or Kirsten and Willie. Kirsten scares me a lot more. The other big reason for me is Kirsten has made no effort to get to know me. She has not seen me as either worth her time socially or apparently worth her time strategically. And that was a mistake, And I'm sorry. That's just now, I am in a deciding position and you didn't nurture that relationship.
If Kirsten and Willie were smart, they would go to Mike and make a deal. They would make a fucking three-way alliance between the three of them and then royally fuck me over. These nominees both suck at campaigning. You just asking for my vote is not ideal. That is not how you try to save your ass. You spill your heart. You spill your fucking lungs. You spill everything you have to try to stay in this fucking game. And neither one of these two are really giving a damn. Mike has not PM'd me at all. Personally, I am strongly considering just fucking them over and getting rid of fucking Willie. But it pisses me off. These people essentially don't try. You are on the block and you are not messaging one of three fucking voters?
Let's talk for a second about her veto speech, in which she accused everyone of not making moves or playing a game and saying she's a fighter. She's the only person who's really playing. And then I thought, wow, being handed the Diamond Power veto because you didn't do a competition and then using it and that screwing you over for the rest of the game isn't making moves, it's being dumb. So let's talk about making moves, shall we? I've won 2 comps, which is tied with Mike for the most. You've won 0, Kirsten. I have had 2 enemies in this game, you and Ryan. Ryan is gone, and you are up on the block tonight, probably going home as well. So when I want someone out, I get them out. So, That's fine. You somehow got Jermaine out because you used the Diamond Power veto and you thought that would get everyone in control, but it didn't. You told Patrick that I'm running the game and have everyone wrapped around my little finger. So you do think I'm playing then. And I'm sorry that I've done something you were trying to do but failed. I've just done it better. My bad on that one. And I was a little confused at the fact that you think everybody's riding the Katie bus, which you told Mike, because, I may have won HOH, and so they have to do what I do, but I'm not the only one who wants you out. And I think it's kind of funny that you're telling all these people things, and yeah, they're all telling me because of them, for sure. Don't have final twos with all of them, which you went and told people as well, but, working pretty well. Sorry that people trust me more than you. Maybe it's because I didn't throw people that I was in a known alliance with under the bus in front of everybody and then have my best ally call me out when he left saying that we weren't an alliance. But you did, because I'm a little smarter than that. That doesn't happen to me. Now, tonight, when you inevitably say whatever you're going to say at the eviction ceremony, I'm going to have to handle it. But you know what? I will, because that's what I do. When you told Sam I was a fake bitch after I came to you and were very real, I took that with a grain of salt. Oh, yeah. She told me that too because, once again, everybody tells me what you say. So when you said that, I took it with a grain of salt because I had been real with you and you'd said that we were fine, but you were the one being fake. And tonight, when you spew lies out to everybody about me, maybe some truths that I'm going to play off as lies, that's okay too, because I get that you're angry, because you didn't do it as well as I did. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that happened to you. But I'm not sorry that I got to be the one that potentially took you out. And I'm not sorry that I made big moves and you refused to admit it in a public space because you can't quite admit that you lost. That's cool. Best of luck to you on that. Fully aware that I probably won't get your jury vote, although if you're really a fan of the game, you will, because clearly you think I'm the only one playing it. So maybe, but doing what I can here. So best of luck. Hope to see you evicted tonight. And if you're not, let's see you make some big moves then. Oh, wait, but I bet you'll just come after me, just like I did to you, because despite the fact that it may not necessarily be a big move, it's what you do in this game.
I'm not bitter. I'm just a little sad, a little disappointed, a little upset that this is going to be my last confession of the game. At the end of the day, I got to try out a bunch of new things in this game, like considering the fact that I was a saboteur and whatnot, and the fact that I got to try a different strategy because of that. First, I just wanted to say that this was a really, really fun game. Being part of a twist, while stressful, so stressful, was so much fun as well. And I think I pulled it off pretty well. Obviously, nobody realized it was me at the time, or probably would have been targeted earlier. But I don't think anybody fully caught on that I was a saboteur. People are gonna hate me when they find out that it's me all along. Some of these people have become really, really good friends. Ryan, Patrick specifically. It's like yeah. I'm really, really glad that I've gotten to know them. I actually told Patrick, like, don't vote for me to stay. Like, I don't want you to ruin your own game. Just make sure you go after Katie for me. And he said he would. So hopefully he does. I'm really gonna miss him and Jury. But yeah. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Let's check in with the house guest now. House guest! Hello. Very nice to see you all today on this fine Thursday evening. Mike, the first question is for you. So you made the top 6. Congratulations. Half of the cast is out of the game and half of the cast is still in it. How does it feel to reach this milestone?
Having 2 people leave the game without voting is kind of disappointing. Like, the game has moved fast, and so it feels like, I don't know, Final 6 happened in a blink of an eye. But yeah, I mean, it feels great to be here.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. Patrick, the next question is for you.
Hi.
So we have absolutely no footage for the veto competition. So tell us in detail, what was your favorite part or favorite item that you were able to memorize in that competition for these viewers at home?
Oh, my favorite item, probably the nail clippers. I use them on a pretty regular basis, so it was easy to memorize where they were. I don't actually know if they were in either of my puzzles.
And our next question is for Jason.
Hello.
Hello. So we are getting to the point where the end is in sight. What is going to be going through your mind as you approach these next few rounds?
Win every competition.
Competition win all the way.
That's it.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Jason. Those are all the questions I have tonight. We are going to go straight into the live voting, but before we do that, we'll allow each of the nominated house guests to say why they should be kept and not evicted from the game. So we'll go ahead and get started, and Willie, you can go first.
All right, so first of all, I'd like to say thank you, Keith, for having me and everyone for just being such a great sport. This has been one of my favorite experiences so far. Yesterday, I went ahead and went with the bus analogy, so I'm just going to say it's been a really great ride, and I hope it doesn't stop here. Please vote to keep me to stay, and I really want to continue being here.
Thank you very much, Willie. And Kirsten, the floor is yours.
I mean, once again, I don't really see the point in doing this because we all know Billy's staying, but I mean, I need my screen time, so I'll just go anyways. Essentially, guys, you're all stupid. Katie's gonna win this shit if you don't stop being her little puppets. Y'all need to get brains because only one person can win this, and it's not gonna be any of you. Hope you realize that because the jury will.
Thank you so much. We will now enter the live voting, and afterwards we will reconvene for the results. Jason did what he needed to do to stay off the block. How is this going to factor in when he casts his vote? Hello, Jason.
Hello.
Please cast your vote to evict.
Unfortunately, I don't want to do this, but I have to do what's probably best for me. Although I'd much rather for a vote reversal to be used this round, I'd cry of happiness. I unfortunately have to evict Kirsten.
Thank you very much. Please send the Google Hangout link to Mike. Mike decided not to use the power of veto this week. What will he do with his vote? Hello, Mike.
Hi, Keith.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Kirsten.
Thank you very much. Please send the Google Hangout link to Patrick. With 2 votes, it is official. Kirsten will be leaving the BB Basics house. Let's see how her closest ally, Patrick, votes. Gotta look good for screen time. You know, go for that nerdy librarian. Hello, Patrick.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict my bae, Kirsten.
Thank you very much. You may return to the living room. Let's deliver the news to the house guests. House guests! The votes are in. When I reveal the votes, the evicted house guest will have just 1 minute to gather his or her belongings, say their goodbyes, and walk out the BB Basics door. By a vote of 3-0, Kirsten, you have been evicted from the Big Brother Basics house.
Me? Really? Okay, well, you know, I'm just gonna end on a high note because I'm just that person. Congratulations, guys. Not only did you get Kirsten out of the game, you got the saboteur out. Yes, I was the sab. Kisses!
I told you.
I fucking got it!
I told her last night she was the saboteur.
We are down to our final 5. Congratulations, everybody.
Thanks, Keith.
Oh, Kirsten, you may set your bags over there. Have a seat.
Hi, Keith.
So what are some of your initial reactions leaving the Big Brother Basics house?
I knew it was coming as soon as Katie won HOH. Like, I'm then I lost Vito, then I knew it was for sure thing. So I'm not really surprised. It was fun. I'm glad I got to play, but I'm a little sad that it's over.
Yeah, we're definitely sad that it's over too. America was rooting for you. You were America's sweetheart, yet a deadly assassin at night. You were the saboteur this season. How did you feel when you weren't initially cast to be the saboteur, rather asked to be the saboteur after you already played the game?
Well, it's really hard because you come in with an initial strategy and then you have to change everything about it. So that kind of screwed me up for a few minutes, but you know, adaptability and whatnot. So it's good.
Awesome. And so you had to complete 3 seasonal and 3 weekly tasks. And it seems like you had a lot of fun with it. Was there a particular task that you enjoyed doing the most?
Honestly, I think my favorite one was probably exposing the Alliance, because you could just like choose a bunch of random people to screw over, and they were like trying to claim that nothing was between them, and it was fun watching everybody scurry.
I bet. I definitely bet. So we're going into this round initially as a final 7, but it turned out Sam quit, so it became final 6. Do you think that affected anything with this week?
Not particularly. She just would have been another vote for me to go, so.
Definitely. So who would you consider to be your closest ally in this game?
Well, definitely Patrick. Patrick was my secret pair beware. Everybody thought it was Ryan and I together, and they were, you know, comforting me when he left. But, you know, behind the scenes, we tried to make our like alliance not obvious like Jermaine and Katie, so people would try to split them up. And I made sure he like didn't vote to keep me this round, so he'd be safe going forward.
It was unanimous, and Patrick was 1 vote. You needed 2 votes to say. Are you surprised that you couldn't get Jason or Mike's vote?
If you had asked me before this week, I would have been a little surprised, but everybody is so stuck under Katie's like finger. It's pathetic, honestly. Like, I don't know how these people are so stupid.
Now, do you feel betrayed by anyone particularly?
I mean, I'm kind of upset that Jason exposed the Alliance, but at the end of the day, I was playing all sides, so I knew it wasn't gonna last forever. I'm not really betrayed, considering I did make the first move against Jermaine and Katie, but yeah, it's my own fault.
And you helped develop a lot of mayhem throughout the season and surprises, but were you surprised by anything or by anyone?
I was surprised. Okay, like going into this, I thought these people would be a bit smarter, considering I'm literally laying everything out there, but they just choose, and I'm not being biased, I swear, they just choose to go with the easy way out, and they're just letting Katie win this game.
I see. So what type of factors are you going to take into consideration going into jury for how you're going to vote for a winner?
Well, if people continue playing the way they can right now are, then, I mean, my choice is between 2 people. Hopefully somebody decides that they want to make a big move soon, because we're at final 5. Like, there's not very much game left to play, not much time to impress the jury.
Who do you think will be following your footsteps out of the door?
Well, I'm really hoping that Patrick wins HOH and does what he says to get rid of Katie. So I hope it's Katie, but I have a feeling it might be Jason or Willie.
I see. Very, very interesting. Well, in the event that you were evicted, we have some goodbye messages for you.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
Take a look and listen.
Kirsten, if you're watching this, it means my HOH week has gone perfectly and you have been evicted finally. So glad it was you and not me, because I know if you had won HOH, I probably would be in the position you're in right now. So feeling pretty good about that. Best of luck. Hope to not see you come back into the house. All right, have a good one.
You know damn well what happened. You know that you were essentially the #1 target for Katie, and with her winning HOH, there's not much I can do. This game, we very easily could have worked a lot closer together. I feel like although we were good, I don't think we were ever truly solid.
Kirsten, you know how pissed I am to be doing this right now. I never wanted you leaving. I did whatever I could to help you get that veto this round, and I'm so happy that we got to meet, but I'm so sad that you're leaving. I don't know who I'm going to come talk shit to about the rest of the cast with. And now I just have to be fake as fuck for the next however many days. So, I'm sorry, I love you, I'll see you on the other side.
Initial thoughts or reactions to your goodbye messages?
I mean, I hate them all besides Patrick, so whatever.
You got to hear first, folks. Kirsten hates them all, but Patrick. All right, so we're going to tune into these live HOH competition. It's coming up now. Stay tuned and watch and learn.